We have machines, and we have intelligent machines. Most of the houses, and I've tried this, you can use a microphone like this and actually describe what you want to build, and the machine will create it for you and turn it into a file that can be inserted into the machine that will take the material that's ready for the build, based on what you told it to do. If you are thinking about windows, adding windows to it, you can buy windows now that can generate electricity when the sun shines on it. Tried it. I asked the machine, I want a floor plan that has been partitioned off into 3 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen and bath, and I would like to have it in height, and this was one floor. This was just one floor. I would like to have the average height of 18 feet. Oh, that's enough ceiling, you know what I mean? Do anything with it, you know? And then including that, you know what this house like that costs? You have any idea? We're talking about a house now built by a machine that's $21,000. It's a comprehensive presentation that I'm going to give you on construction techniques using 3D machines, including the following outline. Introduction to affordable housing, but you have in the summary, part of it, what is contour crafting, that's what they call it, because you can basically go to Microsoft and use their 3D builder and use the geometric shapes and make any kind of house you want, or any other thing, stadium, whatever, because they got the tools in there that makes you hollow out those 3D objects, you know, geometric objects, like your sphere, like your cube, you know what I mean, like your cylinder, you know. In fact, the geometric shapes will allow you to build your own automobile body. Didn't cost you nothing. You didn't need an architect. You just had to have basic tools. But when you start talking about contour construction, we're talking about anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours, depending on exactly what you think that's available for how you live. A printer, having a machine to build a house, there are no risks. Because the machine goes and does the work based on how you want it, how you basically programmed it to do.
This type of structure and building, are there any examples of it being done on the East Coast so far?
I got good news for you. It's everywhere now. I was hoping that we had a real estate agency out there that they can explain that they're actually selling these houses now.
Where is that at?
In New York. And they selling them down in Florida. They're selling them in the Midwest. If you did the research, then you'll see. But if you own one of these machines, you know what that's saying. You are a developer. Can nobody take it from you? All you need is a guy home on a computer with a design and somebody managing the machine and the guy that maintains the material that is needed to build it. Investor would have to have somebody knowledgeable about what's going on. And this is my advice to anybody that invests in this and buy a machine. If you can build houses for $21,000, make it about $25,000. You're still going to get your money back and build it in volumes. Create a whole community. When I researched it, how can I own one? Not only I asked, how can I own one, but I'm in the process of taking the existing 3D machines that I have and scaling up all the components. Build my own 3D printer. And I'm trying to encourage everyone to buy a 3D printer just to see how far you can go with it being creative and start creating with it, and then you can see a plan like this coming if you had a big giant one. So everything you do with the smaller printer, the bigger printer can make it. You can buy a printer that will build a house. The lowest one is $250,000. That's $250,000. Now, the more you want, I want 3 stories. And if you own that machine, they built three houses, you can build 3-story houses in volume. Create a whole community. Homes built using contour crafting, that's the design itself, is 30% to 70% less than traditional construction, allowing the government and them to allocate resources more effectively. Providing stable housing to the homeless reduces long-term public costs related to emergency shelters, healthcare, and social services. And there's one piece of equipment that you can buy that came from Russia. And when you look at it, it's got one arm. That's all you see in building a house. And the name of this building, you know, if you're recording you want to get this. It's called the APIS Core. APISCOR. Take a look at that. That's a remarkable machine. New job creation and technological roles. And that's 3D printing specialists. That's software engineers. That's material scientists. You heard me many a times talking about you need a material scientist, you know, or a material engineer. Reskilling and upskilling opportunities.